Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has recently spoken out against Kyrie Irving. He's called them out. I'm going to read some quotes from Kareem, and then I'm just going to comment on this. So here's the first quote. It says right here, Kyrie Irving would be dismissed as a comical buffoon if it weren't for his influence over young people, Abdul-Jabbar said. I'm just going to look at some other quotes. So here's a excerpt from this article where I'm just going to read it out loud to you. So it says right here, last month, Irving took to Instagram and posted a 2002 clip in which Jones, the InfoWar founder and fake news purveyor, claimed a tyrannical organization of global leaders calling itself the New World Order are releasing plagues for profit. So Alex Jones, that's what that's referring to. And it says right here, the same day Irving posted the video, Jones went on trial in Connecticut. He was being sued by parents of 20 children murdered at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut in 2012 after he had claimed that no one was actually killed and called the tragic massacre a hoax by crisis actors. A Texas jury has already awarded the families $50 million for Jones's lies. So this is Jabbar's response to Kyrie posting that clip of Alex Jones. Alex Jones is one of the most despicable human beings alive, and to associate with him means you share his stench. Kyrie Irving would be dismissed as a comical buffoon if it weren't for his influence over young people who look up to athletes. When I look at some of the athletes who have used their stats to actually improve society, Colin Kaepernick, LeBron James, Muhammad Ali, Bill Russell, Billie Jean King, Arthur Ashe, and more, it becomes clear how much Irving has tarnished the reputations of all athletes who strive to be seen as more than dumb jocks. So I don't think there's anything else. So I'm just going to read another quote from Jabbar right here. Last month, I wrote a piece about Kyrie Irving's refusal to get vaccinated against COVID-19 and why this reckless choice was destructive to the country and especially the black community, where he would be an influential role model. The facts prove that accusation to be true. Irving didn't care. He continued to promote his anti-vax sentiment, regardless of the costs and lives and the health to others, proclaiming himself as a martyr. Not kidding, Abdul-Jabbar wrote. And here's the final quote I'm going to read from him. We might have just left him alone to stew in his own gelatinous ignorance. Rich and famous people get away with saying dumb things all the time because their money isolates them from consequences. They surround themselves with yes people whose job is to confirm whatever harebrained ideas they have. Yes, sir, Mr. Irving, the earth has never been flatter. That's what Abdul-Jabbar said. I definitely agree with him on what he said about rich people get away with saying stupid things due to their money. That's absolutely true. I've felt this for many years. One of the best things about being rich, you can say the dumbest things and not have to worry about anything because your financial security protects you from losing anything. You still have influence because people just can't cancel you. I feel the rich are really the only people that can't be canceled. If you're rich, you're just not going to be canceled. You can say whatever you want. I think Trump proved this to everybody in that sense. So he's absolutely right that they're free to say stupid things, and unfortunately because of that, they have the loudest voice. In this case, Kyrie does have the loudest voice. Now, I do disagree with him to some degree when he used the example of these athletes who have used their stats to actually improve society. I believe only a few of them actually did that. I think he's right about Muhammad Ali, Bill Russell, Arthur Ashe. For sure. I can't comment on Billie Jean King. I feel ignorant of not knowing who this guy is, considering I'm not really young. I'm in my late 30s. That's what I meant to say. So I don't know much about him. Colin Kaepernick, LeBron James, I wouldn't say they have really improved society, to be honest. I don't think either of them have improved society. If we're being real, they've just echoed the same things people feel about the racial struggle in America. There was nothing groundbreaking I felt either of them did. So I disagree with them on that one, to be truthful. Now, when it comes to the stereotypes about jocks being dumb, well, yeah, most of them are dumb. Let's be real. Like, a lot of them are pretty stupid. Can you really name a bunch of intelligent ones? I can't. I guess I'm biased as a Spurs fan. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Manu Ginobili, but after that, it's kind of like a small list. And if you're being honest, I think you could say the same about your own team. A lot of these guys are not intelligent, and that's fine. You can get away with it when you have a skill that generates a lot of money. That tends to be the case with other people in different fields in life. It is what it is. I just don't think he should take that personal, in that regard. Just if we're being honest here. Now, do I think Kyrie's a buffoon? Absolutely. Alex Jones is a rotten human being. I actually made a video about him a month ago talking about how I think he's a horrible, rotten person. I think he's a disgusting person. Just absolutely. And to rep that guy says a lot about how stupid you are, which Kyrie is a pretty dumb guy for repping him and posting that stuff on there. And I know it's controversial when I say this. I do think the anti-vax people are idiots. If you don't want to get the vax, fine. Okay. I don't think you should be forced. It's your right, whatever. I just don't care. But do I think it's annoying when you guys start screaming and yelling about just being martyrs about being anti-vax? Yeah, for sure. I just think it's pretty stupid. You guys are not amazing. And yes, I've gotten the vaccine and I'd rather take my chances with it and just whatever happens, happens. I can't afford not to. I do have some pre-existing conditions I won't talk about here, but it is pretty stupid to be honest. Just I view some of these guys, and he is a clown. I think if it wasn't for just the vaccine mandate and just the stuff with, I'm not going to say it out loud here because I've heard YouTube doesn't want you to talk about it, but you know what I'm talking about, the so-called virus. Just I think Kyrie would be doing something else stupid if this virus never came out, for being honest. So that's the way I look at it. He is a clown, but I think he says stupid things because he's desperate for attention. Usually when people say these clickbait things, one thing I've discovered over the years, that they just want the attention. They're lacking something in their life they never got when they were young. They never got a certain level of love or respect from a parent or somebody else, and they're just lacking that in their life. And I think Kyrie just wants that, and he just can't get it. I also think it has to do with how his mom, which is very tragic, died when he was very young. So he lost that. I think he's always been in search of that type of figure, that type of nurturing figure to love him, and he's desperate for attention. And that still doesn't give him any excuses to be an idiot. Just I do definitely think he's an idiot in a basket case, and he should get help. But this man is mentally ill. I call him the Kanye West of the NBA because he definitely is the Kanye West of the NBA. I don't have nothing else to say about this, so that's all I have to really say. Let me know what you think.